you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
The rivalry between Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford has been intensifying, showing no signs of cooling down. For days, the two boxing stars have been exchanging heated words, keeping fans locked in and eager for more. What began as a minor exchange has now escalated into a full-fledged war of words, with neither fighter willing to step back. As of now, is actively challenging Crawford, boldly claiming that he has what it takes to put him to sleep.
Defeated and what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at. All right.
It all started when Gervonta Davis voiced his frustration over not receiving an invitation to the prestigious Ring Magazine Gala, an event that drew some of the biggest names in boxing. Feeling snubbed, Davis took to social media to vent, unleashing a series of fiery posts criticizing those who made the guest list.
I think he's smart. He can box.
Yes.
And he explosive. You know what I mean? But I'm saying skill-wise and in the mind, I don't think neither one.
However, in typical fashion, he quickly deleted them, only to realize that the internet never forgets. Screenshots spread like wildfire, and it didn't take long for Terence Crawford to seize the moment.
Terence Crawford would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We're not talking about about the fight. Me and know each other, and then we wanna.
Sensing an opportunity to stir the pot, Crawford took a sharp jab on X, writing, ****, see somebody mad they wasn't invited to the Ring Magazine Gala. ****, that single line was all it took to set Davis off. Never one to let a slight go unanswered, Tank fired back with a series of heated posts aimed directly at Crawford.
And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will...
His temper flared, and just like that, the war of words was officially underway.
How good is Terence Crawford?
Terence Crawford is good, but he's not what people make him seem.
What started as a petty argument over a gala quickly escalated into a heated debate about money, legacy, and who truly holds the crown in boxing. Known for his flashy lifestyle and love of the finer things, Gervonta Davis didn't hesitate to make his stance clear. He believed his bank account put him ahead of Crawford. He boldly posted, "And I still make more than you in water," direct challenge to Bud's pride. But Crawford wasn't about to let that slide. He fired back with a sharp response, accusing Davis of being obsessed with money while neglecting the importance of building a lasting legacy. For Crawford, it wasn't just about wealth, it was about who had faced the toughest challenges and cemented their place in boxing history.
Stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that.
Their bad blood isn't entirely new. Gervonta Davis has been at odds with Terence Crawford ever since he sided with his close friend Errol Spence Jr. during Spence's rivalry with Crawford. Back in 2023, Crawford and Spence headlined one of the most talked about fights of the year, and Tank made it clear whose corner he was in. That old grudge has only added fuel to the fire, making their current feud even more explosive. But just when it seemed like things might cool down, Tank took the argument to an ugly place. He posted a tweet that many felt crossed the line, taking a personal shot at Crawford's family. In his now-deleted post, Davis cruelly wrote, "And he got like 8 kids and his wife like 380-old share, but gotta work overtime." It didn't take long for fans to react. Within minutes, the post was deleted, but not before screenshots went viral. Social media erupted with backlash, with many calling Davis out for dragging Crawford's family into the fight.
At a lower weight class than me. He's at 135, I'm at 147. That's 2 weight classes apart.
So he would have to come up.
Yeah, because I wouldn't never.
You can't get that low.
So that's not gonna happen, because I saw people talking about it. You don't think that'll ever happen?
No.
People didn't hold back when sharing their opinions. Comments like defamatory tweets, "Man, acting like this is pathetic," many felt Gervonta Davis had crossed the line, questioning why he took things so personally.
So T.O. sees something and he believes that he can beat Crawford. No matter what nobody else thinks. It's all about what he thinks.
No, of course.
You know, I think it's a great fight. I think it's an awesome fight.
Others criticized him for steering the feud into unnecessary territory. One fan even wrote, "Gervonta Davis is insecure. He's fighting Lemont Roach while Terence Crawford is getting a Canelo fight. Tank, deep down, needs a fight with the big dogs. Crawford is out here fighting top dogs and getting to that cheese." The overall sentiment was clear Davis had gone too far, and many fans were left disappointed.
47 sounds pleasing to me. 154 with Crawford sounds good to me. You know, we'll see. You know, it's not that much names. We got a new division now, new faces in my division. So
as the online feud between Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford continues to heat up, both fighters are at very different points in their careers. While the war of words keeps fans engaged, their actual paths inside the ring tell a different story. Gervonta Davis is currently preparing for his upcoming fight against Lemont Roach Jr. Roach is a skilled opponent, but many fans and critics feel that Tank should be taking on bigger names. There's a growing belief that Davis has been playing it safe, carefully selecting his fights to avoid top-tier competition. This criticism has been amplified by his ongoing rivalry with Crawford, who hasn't hesitated to call him out. Even Bud himself has taken shots at Tank, implying that Davis is more focused on maintaining his undefeated record rather than challenging himself against the best in the division. On the other hand, Terence Crawford is riding high after his dominant victory over Errol Spence Jr. last year. That win solidified Crawford's status as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Unlike Davis, Bud's name is being mentioned alongside the biggest stars in boxing. He's not just talking about fighting elite opponents, he's actively pursuing them. One of the most significant developments in Crawford's career right now is the possibility of a super fight against Canelo Alvarez, a matchup that could be one of the biggest in recent boxing history. If negotiations go through, this bout would further cement Crawford's legacy as a fighter willing to take on any challenge. Reports suggest that negotiations for Crawford versus Canelo are being handled by prominent boxing figures, including Turki Alalshik, a key figure in organizing major fights. This potential showdown is drawing immense attention, and while Crawford is focused on securing his place in boxing history, Davis is still dealing with the backlash from his recent social media antics. The contrast between the two fighters couldn't be more apparent. One is chasing legacy-defining fights, while the other is being accused of dodging top competition. The ongoing tension between Davis and Crawford has only fueled the debate over their respective careers. While Tank remains one of the most exciting knockout artists in the sport, his reluctance to face elite competition has raised concerns. Meanwhile, Crawford continues to cement his reputation as a fighter who is willing to take risks to secure his legacy. As their feud escalates, the question remains: will Davis step up and take on a truly elite opponent, or will he continue to face criticism for his choice of fights? And with Crawford potentially facing Canelo, could this be the ultimate statement that sets him apart from Tank once and for all? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the rivalry between these two isn't cooling down anytime soon.